and our very active and learned executive committee member Sri V.K. Sharma ji. We also extend our welcome to Mr. Subhasis Mitra and Mr. Bharat. And before we begin with the program, I request all the district guests sitting on the dais and sitting in front of us, Mr. Sanjeev Mittal, Mr. C.V. Sharma, Mr. V.K. Sharma, Dr. V.K. Kumar, to kindly join us for lighting of the lamp. Please, sir. Now, to begin with the program, now I invite our newly elected President, Dr. Joginder Singh, to address all of you and welcome the guests. Dr. Joginder Singh, let me say a few words about Dr. Joginder Singh. Dr. Joginder Singh is having more than 23 years of long intensive career of education as well as in the corporate world. He is presently working as professor and head of the Department of Management Studies, JSS Academy of Technical Education, Noida. He has completed his PhD in management at a very early age of 25. At a very early age of 25, he has written several books on marketing management, organizational behavior, economics, human values, industrial sociology. He is associated with many other organizations and is a recipient of many awards from different organizations. Now the podium is with Dr. Gopal Singh. He will welcome all our guests.
Thank you very much, मिश्रा जी, for your kind words. सबसे पहले सभी को मैं नमन करता हूँ, वंदन करता हूँ. Respected chief guest, in his absence here. In absence here. Respected Shri Dinesh Jain ji, President Flex, UFlex, Shri संजय वाधवानी जी, फॉर्मर एग्जीक्यूटिव डायरेक्टर HR ONGC, श्री SN सिंह जी, वाइस प्रेसिडेंट यूफ्लेक्स. आज के इस प्रोग्राम के कर्णधार जो हमें शाम तक हमारा मार्गदर्शन करेंगे, हमें एनलाइटन करेंगे, सैनी जी, आज के हमारे वक्ता, हमारे ट्रेनर, जिनकी अगुवाई में हम लोग शाम तक का सफर तय करेंगे और आगे भी अपने जो जीवन में चीज़ों को ढालेंगे ताकि जो आज का जो प्रोग्राम है और सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट दी मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट पार्टिसिपेंट्स हमारे पूर्व प्रेसिडेंट SN मित्तल जी, CV शर्मा जी, VK शर्मा जी, वाइस प्रेसिडेंट VK तोमर जी, डॉक्टर VK तोमर जी, मित्रा साहब और सभी साथीगण और वो सभी लोग जिन्होंने इस प्रोग्राम को सफल बनाने में अपना योगदान किया और आज हम इस पोजीशन में पहुंचे हैं कि हम सब लोग इकट्ठा होकर के कोड ऑन सोशल सिक्योरिटी 2020 के लिए आज हम लोग यहाँ पे एकत्रित हुए हैं. तो सभी का मैं तहे दिल से स्वागत करता हूँ, अभिनंदन करता हूँ, वंदन करता हूँ और उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आज का जो प्रोग्राम है it will definitely give you a lot of understanding, knowledge, new thought process because हर आदमी सुखी ना हो कोई दुखी, इस जमी पे ऐसा तेरा इंतजाम हो. लेबर जो हमारे एम्प्लॉइज हैं they are also part of our family. वो सभी लोग सुखी रहें, अच्छे रहें, ठीक तरीके से रहें और मेंटली स्ट्रांग रहें, फिजिकली स्ट्रांग रहें. ऑर्गेनाइज्ड लेबर, अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड लेबर, वेरियस लॉस, कंपनसेशन एक्ट, बहुत सारे एक्ट हैं. क्योंकि मैं HR का नहीं हूँ, आप सब्जेक्ट एक्सपर्ट हैं हमारे साथ, आप उस पर लाइट थ्रो करेंगे, पूरा टाइम चलेगा और मेरी उम्मीद है I as president NMA I welcome you all. NMA is basically एक हमारी संस्था है. It is basically a bridge between industry and academia. हम कोशिश ये करते हैं कि समाज को, सिस्टम को और यूथ को और इंडस्ट्री को हम वो दे सकें ताकि एक बेहतर कल बन सके, आज को बेहतर जी सके और एक बेहतर कल की हम लोग परिकल्पना कर सकें. इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ उन्हें तहे दिल से बहुत बहुत स्वागत, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Now, it is customary to welcome our guests. So we request Dr. VK Tomar to give a Now we request Sri CV Sharma ji to we request Sri VK Sharma ji to follow our understanding. Azim Khan from Controller is here, and Mr. K.K. Chatwal from Nigeria, because of their presence. Now, I will request Sri Dinesh sir to, he is our chief guest and he is also our keynote speaker. So it is a great pleasure to welcome Sri Dinesh sir. Sri Dinesh sir is an MBA, LLB, LLM, gold medalist. Presently he is holding position of President, Legal and Corporate Affairs of Goodness. He is also past President of Noida Management Association. And his name is anonymous with, but he is attached so much with Noida Management Association that our any function is not complete if it is done service for us. His contribution to NMA is immeasurable. He is associated with several professional bodies and social organizations. Now, we welcome you, sir, here in Noida Management Association, and I request you to kindly say something as keynote speaker on Social Security Act 2020. Sri Dinesh sir.
Good morning. I welcome all my professional delegates from various organizations who are here on the working day. I also welcome all my speakers on the dais, Madhwani ji, SNC, Yogendra Singh, Mr. Saini, and of the dais, ex-past presidents, NMA and other officers. This program is a very, very good program. I remember Industrial Relation Bill when I left Agra, my last organization in 1990. My Shriram group I was there. That time also I had a chance to participate in the seminar. What I am trying to convey that this bill, Social Security Bill, is not a new bill now, which is coming up. And I don't know how many more years it will take to actually come up. I have seen decades of discussions of the comment on these bills, so many protests, so many followings, so many recommendations, but in spite of that, we are really afraid why this bill is not there. Now it is open to all the delegates to ask Mr. Saini, who is a very, very experienced person, your queries, your tentative questions during the session which Mr. Saini will take place and post them on this subject. Social security is a very, very important thing for all of us. Beyond our service, if we compare the social security systems and the benefits in India versus US, we are zero. I am sorry to say, but we are zero today. See the social security in US. People, when they are out of the jobs, they get full salaries if they are laid off. During Corona period, they were paid full salaries with full facilities and full parts. The medical facilities what they get in those countries are immense. We couldn't imagine. Crores and crores of rupees they are given to their medical facilities. And what is happening in India? Sorry, I am a proud Indian, but the fact remains the fact here. What is the government doing for all of us here? They are giving the gratuity. What is that amount? That two ceilings have been defined there. They give us bonus and the social security. What is bonus? If you see 8.33% minimum or maximum, it varies from I think 7,500 or something to maximum 70,000 this is the social security. After retirement, we feel pity now on all of us. What is my pension? What is your pension? What you will be getting after retirement? Earlier it was, if I am not wrong, 1700 rupees. Somebody can correct me here. Now probably it can be revised to, I think, 4,500 a month after retirement. After putting your whole life, you get a pension. You means a general manager or a manager or vice president or a staff. A mere pension, which we say is the social security for us. So lot of legislations need to come from the government of India and associations, whether it is the NMA or it is the NIPM or it is the PhD Chamber of Commerce, they have to fight with the government for actual social security measures. The time given to me is only at 10 minutes, so I come to this was a favorite thing I thought of sharing with all of you. Because it was something very, very important to share. Where are we for the purpose of social security and what are we gaining in our country? See, now basically if you see industrial relation bill, though the topic today is only on code of social security, it is one of the part of the bill. Otherwise, out of the 44 labor related acts, now the total 29 acts have been divided into the 4 major acts. And what are the 4 major acts here? Code on Wages 2019. Now 4 acts have been merged into 1 act. Then Code on Social Security for which we are here. Initially I thought that all the codes will be discussed today, but probably the Code on Social Security itself is wide that it will take a whole day or few hours to discuss. Now 9 acts have been converged into this Code on Social Security. Then IR, Industrial Relation Code 2020. Now 3 acts have been merged into 1 act here. And the last one is Occupational Safety, Health and Working Condition Code 2020. Here the 13 acts have been merged into the 1 act. Now Code on Social Security. So Dr. Yogendra Singh, my friend, though already much have been spoken about him, he is an educationist. And probably many people may not know, he is also an industrialist, running an industry, and also a social worker here. Now he has given me 5 minutes more. So probably I may spend 5 minutes more with you. Otherwise, because I remember I was at the time 11 o'clock is your tea break and 11:15 is your starting. So Code on Social Security now basically comprises Employees Compensation Act 23, Employees State Insurance Act 48, Employees Provident Fund Miscellaneous 1952, and Employees Exchange Compulsory Notification, now Maternity Benefit, Payments of Gratuity, Signed Workers Welfare Fund, the Building and Other Construction Workers Welfare Cess Act 1996, and the Unauthorized Workers Social Security Act. Now here, I was talking of the pension. See, look at the pity and the government organization behavior. Pension was revised after the Supreme Court judgment. We all were very happy that we may get a pension of 50,000 rupees a month or 55,000 or 75,000 depending on the salary wage, etc. Even after the government orders of the Supreme Court, nothing has been done. Thousands of applications are pending before the Provident Fund Commissioners in the states, in the center, and daily, monthly, periodically they are creating problems. They are sending letters to all of us. Please clarify this, please give me this. They will ask you information of 30-35 years back. They have all the record with them. But they don't want to execute the order of the Supreme Court. So direct no may amount to a contempt of the court. So they are also aware of the situation. So rather not falling in the contempt, they are trying to delay. And I hardly know Mr. Mishra on behalf of the various organizations. He is fighting day and night in the Supreme Court. Probably he is filing something more in the Supreme Court to educate the matter. But what I am trying to say here, the government, whatever may say, lot of things. But the actual intention, तो कहता है हिंदी में नियत है देने की या नहीं हम लोगों को? If the actual intention is to pay the pension, the people are very happy when we got the Supreme Court judgment here. It had happened almost 3-4 years before now. And after the Supreme Court order, even 4 or 5 years have passed, Vishali may say, how many people have got pension in India? I don't know. I have never, in Noida, only a part. In Noida, I know not even one person has got pension out of the Supreme Court order. And we talk of social reforms here. So social reforms means actual reforms should be here. Now building as a construction workers welfare tax act here. Most of us don't know about it. Now what happens? When you construct a building in the factory, when you extend the building in the factory, when you extend your production manufacturing operations in the factory, suddenly after 2 years you get a notice from the government, from the labor department, you pay a cess of 25 lakh rupees, you pay a cess of 35 lakh rupees. You are taken to a surprise. The general manager or the CEO will call the HR manager there. Okay, what you have been doing? You have been sleeping all this. Now on 25 lakh rupees, they add interest of another 20 lakh rupees, making it 50 lakh rupees. Now it is difficult to justify by a HR manager. Probably he is not responsible. Okay, you are responsible. Now you advise of pay 50 lakh rupees. Will you pay from the salary? These are questions we ask. So why I am touching the issue? All of us are working in industry. If any construction happens in your factory, whether extension or new project or the old project, immediately deposit 2% cess in advance to the labor department on the basis of your total project cost, whatever cost has to be incurred in the project. I thought of sharing, otherwise a lot of industries are getting a lot of notices, and even the associations almost 7-8 months back given have presentations to the labor commissioner that this recovery has become a mode of. So this is what I thought of sharing here. Now, rather going all around, because everything Mr. Saini will touch here. Now, how many states have published the draft rules here as on date? It's very difficult. So many states have not even started the homework on this social security bill or the poll acts against those particular acts. The following states have published draft rules report on code of social security and working on. Arunachal, Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Goa, Gujarat, Haryana, Himachal, Jharkhand, Karnataka, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Manipur, Odisha, Punjab, Telangana, Tripura, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, and then Union Territories, Chandigarh, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Now these states have at least done. Other states, I don't know what are they sleeping or what intention they have. Now, I'll touch a few points. What are we getting out of this? What is the industry getting? What are the industrial benefits? What are the benefits which workers will additionally get after this social reforms come into place? What is the employer getting? What are the contract workers? What are the gig workers? There are so many things who are the beneficiaries. So I tried to make a small chart which I thought of sharing with you. And during the daytime, you can keep on cross-questioning and examining on the points which I am deliberating from Mr. Saini, who will be the best just to describe. I have only 15 points here. See, definition of employee. What is happening very strange. You go to Payment of Wages Act, you go to Bonus Act, you go to the Gratuity Act, you go to Minimum Wages Act, go to any act. You will find different definitions under every act, which is very funny and very silly how it comes in. One act, the coverage is 15,000 rupees, so he is over the ESI. In the other act, coverage is 25,000 rupees, so he is not covered in that. So this is a dissimilarity which probably has been addressed here. Then now, okay, definitions of the different act is the one part. Now you go to different states. The most sad part and the most unfortunate part is in every state, the definition is again different. The limits have been defined by them. Now if I am having factories in Uttar Pradesh and in different states, maybe Jammu and Kashmir or maybe Madhya Pradesh or maybe anywhere or Bangalore or Karnataka, I am talking of my own duplex factories having in various states here. Now we definitely need problems here. The definition of minimum wages, the definition of employee, all different everywhere. If you want to transfer an employee from Uttar Pradesh to Madhya Pradesh or Uttar Pradesh to Uttarakhand, Dehradun, we have factories in Dehradun also, very old factories, 35 years old. So you face problem, you means now the same, I am floating the same problem to all of you. So what should the government consider here? Is the government considering it with the same definition now uniform everywhere? I feel so. That this is happening now. So definition of employee widened, and now they have also included interstate migrant workers, construction workers, film industry workers, and platform workers. Now registration of all the three categories of workers, unorganized, gig workers, and platform workers. Now it has been coming into the new code here, new social security code. Now GIG, what is GIG? A question may come. Okay, what are gig workers? Can somebody answer what are gig workers? Any one of you? See. What is that? What are those categories? We are right, one of them, like freelancers. So anyway, it's very good that. Now gig workers, what I read yesterday, just for the benefit of all you, they are the platform workers outside the traditional employer-employee relationship, what my friend just talked there. Now gig workers are independent contractors, online platform workers, contract form workers, on-call workers. I mean, see, it's important, on-call workers also have been now trying to be covered. And temporary workers. So all these categories which were not defined earlier, they will also be falling in the definition of employee for the welfare of all the people and all the category of working in the industry or wherever. Now, National Security Board and State Unorganized Worker Board, this is also being proposed to be formed under this Social Security. So this will be constituted comprising of 42 members to provide full justice to all workers. Now another very important, fixed term contract workers. See, fixed term contract worker is existing after a very old Supreme Court judgment, and every industry is employing fixed term contract, maybe 1 year, maybe 2 years, maybe 5 years. But what was happening? Even you keep on engaging people as a fixed term contract for 5 years or 7 years. They were not eligible for gratuity. They were excluded from the gratuity. Now these social reforms, they are also including fixed term contract workers, and they also will be eligible for gratuity. Now various penalties, now they were also be existing, but additional penal provisions in case of failure to pay gratuity to employees or failure to pay contribution, whatever they have been including in this Social Security Code 2020. So various penal provisions have been included, being added now, so that we are not deprived of our rights which we are legally entitled for. And if somebody does it, then additional penal provisions are being imposed. Now enhanced punishment in certain cases after previous conviction. Earlier it was not there. Now enhanced punishment for subsequent offence has been added there. Now assessment and determination of dues for employer. That was under section 125 of the Employees Provident Fund Act. There was no limitation prescribed for inquiry under section 7A earlier. But now inquiry by the Provident Fund Authority shall not be initiated after expiry of period of 5 years. This is proposed here. Earlier even they used to open 15-year-old case, 10-year-old case. Probably there was a sheer harassment to the industries and to the employers, which probably is being proposed to be stopped. Then appeal to tribunal, that was under the EPF. Appeal against Provident Fund Authority entered on 25% of excess amount. Earlier it was 75%. Now we should come one very important aspect here. Appointment of inspectors come facilitators and their powers. See what was happening earlier or currently, only inspectors to inspectors establishment were allowed. They were only inspectors. And their one point protocol was to expect money from the industries. They will visit you, they will sit down for the inspection the whole day, they will open your ledger, they will open your salary register, they will ask you where is the payroll register, they will start counting the people in the family. Physically now they have done it. They will count 100 people, you are showing 50 people, they will ask money from you and you have to pay money to them because you have no choice. Sorry to say, but we have no choice except to pay money to them. Now what is happening here is that the role of the inspector has been defined and it has been re-regulated, and what they say the role of inspector cum facilitator is being enhanced whereby employers can look to support look for support and advice to enhance compliance. So actually their role is a dual role now. It is not only inspection, but you have to advise, measure how to overcome and how to help it out. Probably the extraction of money may be reduced after once this is introduced. Then uniformity in determining wages for the purpose of social security benefits is another highlight in the code given. Ambiguity in current regulation definition of wages is widened. Then unutilized, I already said, gig workers and platform workers and their family members will be provided all ESI benefits against contributions. Then corporation expenditure incurred extended upon employee who was no timely insured by the employee. Then central government may defer for reduced employees contribution for ESI provided for a period of 3 months in the event of pandemic or natural disaster. This is what happened in Corona. But Corona monthly or fortnightly the government has been issuing government orders or the notifications. Say okay for this period, no reduction of ESI for this period. But now under the code of social security, this is being proposed as one of the particular good things which should be done. I am only trying to see if anything important is left out, otherwise we have finished now. I have already said that a fixed limitation period of 5 years for the proceeding and inquiries for the determination of the money used of the employee by the employer. Then aggregators have been introduced in the code as a digital intermediary or a marketplace for a buyer or user of a service to connect with the seller of the service provider. The list of aggregators shall contribute 1% to 2% of the annual turnover to the social security fund. These are the additional. Fixed term employees are commissioned, gratuity of pro-rata basis, and the gratuity period probably is being reduced from 5 years to 3 years for the working journalists. On all these aspirations, and what my request to all of you is that in spite of the very old subject, we all should gather knowledge here today, because ultimately these bills have to come into place in very soon. Our industries will be having all this. Few questions you may ask, the similarity with the employees have a similar. Few questions you may ask, when do we expect these bills to be actually legislated and in place, where we all can be beneficiaries, how we can be beneficiaries, how the employees can be, how the employers can be beneficiaries once this is adopted. It is employee government welfare is there. How the employer can also be, the certain measures have been there that employers can also be benefited by it. So with these words, thank you. Yogendra ji, you have given me 5-10 minutes extra. I am sure that this will be a very good discussion, not a seminar, but a very good discussion where people, all of you should ask ample questions, because what my experience is, hardly 5 to 7% people ask questions. And probably this happens because of the lack of knowledge of the candidates who come to attend such seminars. I will also request that to all of you, because you must be nominated in different seminars, before you go for a seminar, you should study first to have real benefit of the seminar and to gain and give your best to the industry, to your HR department, then you go back after attending the seminar. So thank you very much to the NMA, to Mr. Mishra ji, who has been very, very nice, and Mishra is running this NMA in spite of his age. He looks young, I think 40 years earlier than his age. So he's doing a very good job. Thank you, Mishra ji. Keep on doing your best for NMA, and thank you all of you.
Before we call our honorable next speaker on here on the podium, हम जो है तो कि दिनेश जैन साहब को सम्मानित करेंगे. हमारे प्रेसिडेंट डॉक्टर जोगेंद्र सिंह साहब से सम्मान. really synonymous. I committed mistake by saying anonymous, but it is synonymous with Myoda Management Association. Now, Mr. Sri Sanjay Vadvani Sahab. Sanjay Vadvani ji is a former executive director, HR, Chief Employees Relations at ONGC. Sri Vadvani Sahab holds a degree in management from XLRI Jamshedpur. He is one of the known practicing HR professionals in the industries. Welcome you, sir. You kindly give us the outline about the program on Social Security 2020. Sri Sanjay Vadvani sir.
ईश्वरी धन्यवाद डॉक्टर योगेंद्र सिंह प्रेसिडेंट एनएमई श्री दिनेश जैन जी श्री GM सैनी जी आज के फैकल्टी और आज इस वर्कशॉप के हम सभी को और श्री SN सिंह जी वाइस प्रेसिडेंट dignitaries of the dais और fellow delegates. शुरुआत करने के पहले मैं मेरे दिनेश जैन जी को धन्यवाद करूंगा। कितनी खूबसूरती के साथ उन्होंने भारतवर्ष का जो इंडस्ट्रियल रिलेशन सिनेरियो है आप उन सबके सामने रखा। If you really look at it, हमारे अगर हम इंडस्ट्री को देखें, कानून को देखें, all of us will have lots of thoughts in our mind. Especially, I presume all the delegates here are in some sort associated with the industry and with HR in particular. Sorry, am I not audible? आपको पीछे तो all of you are probably associated with HR and implementation of various laws. I won't have to tell you, we all know the state of compliance. Pardon me for using the word, it's dismissally low. And we have the corresponding pitfalls, gaps in implementation, and unfulfillment of aspirations, disturbing the whole industrial environment. तो आज के टॉपिक के लिए मैंने जस्ट फॉर रेफरेंस स्लाइड